Hi, this is Judith. You're going to be your coding coach today in this video. And just a little bit about myself. I have been teaching coding to kids for about 6 years. I mostly have taught in person in the classroom, of course. This is all new to all of us. Um, I have a degree in computer science, and I also have worked in industry, and I've taught computer science. So we are going to start by watching some of this video that my coworker Stephen made, and we'll be watching it together, and we'll be stopping it along the way to comment on things. Here goes. Okay, first I want to point out that Stephen is coding. You can see Stephen, I think he's behind my MetaCoders logo there, but Stephen's in the upper corner. That is a picture of my coworker Stephen, and he is coding, and I believe he is coding in a language that some of you may be familiar with, but maybe others not, called Racket or Dr. Racket. It's the programming language that we use mostly in our company when we were working teaching kids in person. And we even use this language to create our websites. We use it to create our curriculum. So we use Racket for everything in our office. Let's keep watching.
I want you to notice the box on the left, this window right here. Now, I didn't write this code.
Okay, I also want to point out that what Stephen is showing us here in the left-hand side, he hovered over this part, but now I'm going to hover over this part here. He is inspecting the code on a website. The website that he is showing us is one that it was created from the code that he is writing in Dr. Racket, and he is inspecting this. You can inspect any website. And what you'll see is the HTML code, that's the language of web pages, that is used to create that website. So that's what this is here.
The code that I wrote this code.
Okay, that was an interesting point. So Stephen said the code that he wrote the code. That is all about what MetaCoders does. We create code that creates code. So we are meta coding. Let's keep watching.
I wanted to do an episode where I kind of pull back the curtain. Something where I explain what this show is about.
For those of you who have been watching our videos in the past, maybe you have an idea about what our videos that Stephen's creating are about, but here he is going to tell us what he thinks the vision is. Let's keep watching.
And why it's so weird. By the end of this episode, I think you'll understand why.
All right, he also just said this is a 3-part episode. This is episode number 2 of a 3-part episode. So if you did not catch our episode from yesterday, I would recommend that you go back and watch number 1. This one will be number 2, and I hope you're looking forward to number 3.
Coding education all the way through college is about the how. How do you code this? How do you code that? How do you code a stack? How do you code a cube? How do you code a graph?
All right, coding is about the how. A lot of subjects that you are taking in school are probably about the how. If you've learned how to write your letters, it's how do you create those letters. We learn a lot about how to do things, but the title that you can see in the code that Stephen's written, which are his notes about the episode, is why. So normally engineers, software engineers, other scientists talk about how, but I think we're going to be talking about why. Let's keep watching.
You code Dijkstra's shortest path algorithm.
Dijkstra. who was that? He was a computer scientist. He is no longer alive, but he was around in sort of the beginning of the computer science field. And that's who Stephen is quoting right here. He has some interesting quotes about computer science. I found this one that I thought was really interesting, that computer science is no more about computers than astronomy is about telescopes. So a telescope is just a tool you use to look at the stars and the other things in the sky. It's just a tool. So computers are just a tool that we use in computer science. So if you don't have a computer, you can still be doing computer science. And we are going to learn a little bit about that as we go through this course. Let's keep watching.
How do you code an animation? How do you code a web server? How do you code a video game? What is missing is the why.
All right, how do you code all those things? I'm betting some of you have created those things that he's mentioned. Maybe you have created a video game in a class that you took with ThoughtStem or a class you took with Metacoders. We've done a lot of the how teaching, but we are now going to maybe talk about why we should be teaching computer science. Let's keep watching.
Let's look back in time to what I wrote on March 17th. They ordered the bars in San Diego to close today. I've actually arrayed all of the footage that I took in tiles. For example, here, I was feeding my cat.
How many of you kids have pets at home, and are you responsible for feeding them? I have a lot of animals in my house, and I feed a lot of animals. My husband also feeds some of our animals. Some of our animals remind us every single day, like my dog reminds us every single day that she needs to have her morning breakfast. And other animals, like our bird, doesn't remind us that she needs to get fed in the morning, but I have to remember to feed her. So how many of you guys have pets in your house?
Let's watch.
Hey, kitty. Yeah, what do you want?
Do you guys think that Kitty is reminding Stephen that she needs to get fed? I think she is reminding Stephen she needs to get fed. She's pretty cute, huh?
She does this every morning. Every single morning.
She does it every morning. Stephen doesn't sound real happy about that. I think she's adorable. Okay, we're going to stop the video for today. And we'll be starting up again at this halfway mark to have some more commentary. I hope that you will join us for the second half. Bye.